Greetings, peace and love to all. Islam. Last and only video I'd made prior to this, when I was speaking to Europeans and reminding them they're not white. This go round, I guess do the adverse of that, remind black people they're not black. So many scholars and adepts and masters, all of them, so many individuals have made videos and let it be known that you're not black. And I don't think it's too cool to keep calling yourself black, because you're not really honoring your mothers and fathers by relegating thousands and thousands of years of history, which most has been erased. But now, to calling yourself something that's only about a 500-year-old word, it's dishonorable, just as it is dishonorable to call myself white. And in fact, I know I'm not. This shirt's white. I mean, I got what they call a farmer's tan. I got, a little tan on my arms. I'm real pale underneath the shirt, but I'm still not quite white. Just like you're not black. Like that drum back there's black, dark. And like Taj says, the so-called leader guys want to keep pushing that, but it's, again, civil iter mortus. You can do all those things in your community, and all those things for each other, and that's great. It's good to have unity. It's good to have something to identify with that unifies, but you're not using the right terms. It's why things go the way they are, and like Torah says, I don't make this stuff up. Wonder why police can, for instance, I'm in South Carolina. The dude that slammed that girl in the classroom, I guess you could say he was exonerated of whatever charges. But as long as you're black, your property. I mean, it sounds fucked up for me saying it, because I shouldn't have to be the one to say it, because I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to me or anyone else, but you shouldn't take a European telling original man and original woman who they are. But it's all about uplifting humanity. And I can't worry about that. I don't care, really. You can hate the messenger, and I'll be slowly waiting for those fucks to come in the mail so I can give them out. But look it up. You got the I won't say any names because they kind of point themselves out. The conscious community, stuff like that. I will say one name, Sonetter. It was a video. Taj broke it down to him, and he obviously comprehended the concept, but he kept on with the black news or whatever. I don't know what he's calling it, but it's foolishness, and it's less about the actual individual concept. But when one man explains something to you, you dap him up, letting him know you understand concept that he was trying to demonstrate, and still keep perpetuating that bullshit. It's not cool for anybody, really. It's misleading. You got a lot of intelligent people out there, a lot of good people who can do good for all of mankind and their communities, everything. But where's your flag? It's a black flag Is it black? Whites from Albania. White. Alba. Luckily I learned some Latin along the way. But you can't have any standing in law as black. Or white, really. I don't know, I might be wrong. But whatever. See these, I love being black. It's great. It's great to love who you are and love your history and love your culture. But culture, tribes and nations, wouldn't really say civilization necessarily, but some sort of orderly societal function, rituals, etc. And until you can find black land on a map, I wouldn't say a globe, but a map, until you can do that and prove that the continent of Africa is a country and that you lived there, moved here, it's kind of foolish to call yourself. I can't say I'm European American. That's a broad generalization. The law is specific. And if you think law doesn't matter, then just go ahead and cut this shit off right now, because there's nothing else I can say to you. You have to open your own mind and heart, soul, to the knowledge set before us by great women and men. But you gotta get these titles, not titles, classifications, separations. These have to go out the window. It's I know a couple cats personally didn't know I know this stuff, and they keep saying black and white. I don't know what they're up to, even if it's just shade of ignorance, willful ignorance. But if I know something is one thing, I wouldn't want to call it something else. Not to be confused. Let's be specific. And I always got on my nerves, especially Europeans. Like, well, was he white or black? I'm like, well, kind of doesn't matter. If you have to ask, it's you're waiting to stereotype that person, or you're waiting to prejudge him. Sometimes, hey, kind of like making mental imagery of who someone might be talking about, but for the most part, it doesn't matter. And people say, oh, was the black guy? Yeah. Oh, why? It's kind of fucked up, but kind of stop that. We're people, we're humans. We have the divine locked away inside. We have to grab it. Stop playing around with the crayons and the two continents. I think the only nation that's a continent is Australia, I believe. I may be wrong, but I'll probably pick some up a little bit later. I have to get ready for slaving at the neighborhood grocery store.